What's up, folks? Mr. Cakes here. You guys know I tell it like it is. Today, I woke up feeling petty. And you know what I did feeling petty? I blocked every single news media outlet in the United States. Why? Why the fuck not? And so with that, I have been replying to some videos about why our news media outlets are fake and why I blocked them. And so I went down an entire rabbit hole. I'm talking like I was sitting at this tow yard for 5.5 hours. Rabbit hole. And so with that, I wrote a poem. You guys know poetry is one of my forms of protest, and so I would like to share it to you guys. And before I begin, I'm just saying, block every single news media outlet on this app, and then you'll see my For You page has been gold, has been absolute gold. Now, with that, I'm calling this the reality of the Big Six. The Big Six own can't say every, but up to 90% of the total media in the United States is owned by the Big Six. And who are the Big Six? I'll tell you in my poem. So, Mr. Cakes, without further ado, I call this the Big Six, the corporations that control your mind. They sit in the towers, unseen yet they reign. Six faceless masters who poison your brain. They whisper through screens, they echo, they shout. They tell you what's real while drowning your doubt. They don't need chains. They don't need bars. They trap your mind through media and stars. They script every headline. They filter your view. They tell you what's fact, and they swear to you it's true. They own your vision. They own what you hear. They own your outrage. They use that manufactured fear. They write the script. They choose the fight. They tell you what's wrong. They sell you what's right. And with the Big Six that own your reality, Comcast whispers with NBC. MSNBC uses CBN where their lies are swung to all men. Movies networks all in their hold. Universal Studios using the same lies retold. Disney smiles, but it's all a disguise. ABC and ESPN using scripted replies. Nat Geo and Hulu, what do you see? Only the truth, just letting you try to believe. Warner Bros, they're keeper of screens. They own CNN, HBO, can't you see? Manufacturing dreams. They call it the news, but tell me, my friend, what does each anchor have when they read those words again? A script. And Paramount Global, CBS Throne, MTV, Nickelodeon, the youth overgrown. They feed you division, corrupt and degrade, so tomorrow the slaves don't realize their change. Fox Corporation, the master of spin, Fox News and Fox Sports, where does it begin? They tell you what's right, they tell you that's left, but behind closed doors, they'll drink you to your death. Sony Pictures, the unseen hand, shaping your culture from across the land. Columbia and TriStar, movies galore, planting seeds of wars you ignore. Manufacturing the narrative across the board, they don't report news, they simply ignore. They mold your emotions, they tell you what to feel, they pick the heroes, and they pick who is your foe. They choose the war before it unfolds in 2003. They swore WMDs were there. CNN and Fox, every station was square. One big lie, one giant game. Millions die, yet no one man took the blame. During our C-19 pandemic, fear fed the day, and at night NBC and CBS ran and played. They turned the panic into a light, lockdowns, mandates, world gone standstill while Big Pharma stacked up their bills. Making you focused yet not unseen, election chaos, believe our side, the other is fake. But who owns both? That's the mistake. Left and right, just different names, owned by the same hands playing the exact same game. Crime and fear, they show you the fire, the terror, the rage, but when it comes to it, it's just a script on a page. They pick the riots, they'll set the tone, they'll turn off the cameras unless it's their own. Synchronized scripts, local news so free. Sinclair owns over 200 stations, can't you see? Now repeat it after me. One voice, one line, no room for debate, no masters to follow, one story of one state. Big tech having its partnerships, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter too. Shadow ban, censor if you do not follow through. Dissent is deleted, truth is restrained, freedom of speech only if it is trained. So follow the money. Pfizer says what you should see. The news won't ask, what's in it for me? Raytheon and Boeing funding each war while CNN and Fox sell you every single more. But if you woke up, you would be defined. Woke, the power is actually in your mind. But if you were stopped, refused like you were blind, what if their empire was built on your trust defined? And without your belief, it crumbles to dust. But what if you saw behind this disguise their scripted debates, their manufactured lies? What if you questioned? What if you knew? What if the world presented what was actually true? So just turn off the noise, see past this disguise, question the stories, open your eyes. Follow your money, follow theirs. Follow it and break from the hive. Do not be scared. Think for yourself. Take back your mind, because the big six will only rule a country that complies. And the moment in doubt, the moment was strained, turn off your TV and their empire dies. Mr. Cake's telling it like it is. Your media is fake.